4 random relationship advice that you should know before jumping into that new relationship. Hi, my name is Ijoma Chinedum. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about 4 random relationship advice. I have made 2 videos on this relationship advice. Make sure you click on this link here and check in the description box for links to other videos. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Make sure you stay until the end of this video. If it's something you like, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for staying with me. So straight into this video. Now, these are 4 very simple, straightforward relationship advice that will help you in your current relationship or in your next relationship. And the first advice is, when getting into a relationship or when you're in your new relationship, avoid oversharing. Oversharing in the sense that don't talk about things your ex did that made you feel bad. Don't talk about all the terrible ways your ex treated you. Don't talk about all the negative things your ex did to you. Instead, focus on all the good things you want your current boyfriend or girlfriend to do to you, or your current partner to do to you, okay? Because the thing is, if you keep talking about all the terrible ways other people treated you, you're only planting ideas in their mind of how they can hurt you. Because now you're only giving, it's like you're giving them a manual on how you can hurt this girl or how you can hurt this guy. So do not overshare things like that. Do not overshare things of how they made you cry, all the things you don't like and they were doing it, all the terrible ways they made you feel, how they cheated, the way they cheated, how they did it. See, all of this is not what you want to focus on. All of this is like your weaknesses. So you need to focus on your strength. You need to share only things you want them to know, only things you want them to know. Things like how they can make you feel loved, how they can treat you like a queen, how they can treat you like a king, how they can treat you in a very good way. So avoid oversharing, especially on the negative side. Secondly, before going into a relationship, you need to know who you are. Okay, I cannot say this enough. You need to know who you are, because if you don't know who you are before you get into a relationship, they will make you who they want you to be. Okay, you need to know yourself. You need to know who you are. You need to know your strength. You need to focus on yourself. You need to have your own plans. You need to have your own goals. You need to have your own vision. You need to have your own dreams that you want to achieve. Because if you are empty and you go into a relationship, they will mold you into the shape that they want you to be, and maybe that's not the person you want to be. So you need to know who you are. You need to know what you can tolerate and what you cannot tolerate. You need to know your value. You need to know your boundaries. You need to set those boundaries so that people don't come into your private space and ruin your good heart. So before going into a relationship, you need to know who you are. You need to make up your mind who you are. You need to make up your mind how you want your relationship to be. I'm not saying don't compromise a little when you find a good person, because like there's no perfect person anywhere out there, but do not over compromise and then you lose your value in that relationship. So before going to a relationship, sit down, know who you are, talk to yourself, know your value before you give yourself over to somebody. Because if you don't know who you are, if you don't know your value, they're just going to reshape you and mold you in any way they want to mold you, and that might end up ruining the real you. Now, the next advice I'm going to give you is, before going to a relationship, make sure you forgive yourself for your past hurts. Now, I made a video previously where I talked about make sure you heal before you move into the next relationship. Now, your healing process starts with you also forgiving yourself for enduring so much to the point that they almost ruined your good heart. Okay, so because a lot of times when we get hurt, we are so hurt for a very long time, because also we cannot forgive ourselves for letting that person hurt us that much, for letting that person into our life. Okay, stay with me. Now, sometimes you blame yourself and be like, why did I end? Why did I even let this person into my life? Why did I agree to date this person? And because we keep blaming ourselves, our healing process becomes very, very slow. Okay, so before jumping into that relationship, make sure you have healed completely. Make sure you have forgiven yourself as much as you have forgiven that person. I'm not saying forget about the hurt that you like, forget about the lesson it taught you. Okay, you can forgive people, but don't forget like what led to all of those disrespects that led to that hurt. Okay, so that you do not repeat it anymore. And it doesn't mean you have to start like wishing them death or something. No, but forgive that person, forgive yourself, and let it go. But create that boundary that will not be broken in your next relationship. That's why I say know yourself before you get into a relationship. Now create that boundary. Tell yourself that I will not take this anymore. I'm better than this. This new version of me is better than this old version. It's because I was this primitive person, this naive person. That's why I got this hurt. So now create that boundary and don't let anybody break it anymore. Now before you go into this relationship, you need to heal completely. You need to forgive yourself. Okay, you need to stop blaming yourself for what happened in the previous relationship. In as much as they hurt you, sometimes we find ourselves blaming ourselves for what hurt us in our previous relationship. So forgiving and letting go starts with you forgiving yourself for letting yourself get into that messy situation in the first place. So make sure you heal completely by forgiving yourself, creating a boundary that will not be broken in the next relationship. Now that's how to grow before moving into the next relationship. Finally, if you keep finding out that you keep getting the same type of people in your relationship, then you need to ask yourself the question if you are the problem. I mean, if you keep attracting a certain type of man that treats you a certain type of way, then you need to watch yourself. You need to know if you are the one attracting this type of men. People say dress how you want to be addressed. Now if you probably dress like a slut, you will probably attract fuck boys. If you dress childish or unserious, you probably attract unserious people. If you dress corporate and you carry yourself like a corporate lady, you probably attract corporate people. If you are someone who is always hanging out in clubs, in bars, you probably attract those kind of men in clubs and in bars. And people in that category are mostly people who are cheating on their wives or on their girlfriends, or people who just want a one night stand kind of thing and nothing serious. So if you keep attracting a particular kind of man, a woman beater or an arrogant person, then probably check your lifestyle. If maybe you kind of have this thing for this kind of men, you kind of have this thing for thug life kind of men, you kind of have these things for married men, you are attracting people's husband because that's how you present yourself, and that's the kind of place you take yourself to where you only want sugar, that is. Okay, so if you keep attracting some kind of men, if you find out that you have almost the same type of man coming to your life and you don't like this type of men, you probably need to change your lifestyle. You probably need to, if you're a man now, for instance, you're always attracting slay queens and girls who just want your money, maybe because you're actually showing them something that this is what I can give you money. You're probably out here screaming, I can give you money. Now maybe that's the kind of girls you attract, people who wants to come chop your money, like make you spend all your money and then they will vamoose. Okay, so you need to watch yourself. If you keep attracting a particular kind of person, then you need to ask yourself, why do I keep attracting these people? Maybe I am the problem. And if you need a solution for that, you can find a therapist and talk about this, and they will help you. Or you can decide to change your lifestyle or change the places you hang out or the kind of people you hang around, and probably you will get someone who is more serious, more focused, who wants to be with you. Now this is the end of the video for today. I will try and make a follow-up video on this probably soon, but until next time, be sure to check out my other videos. Click on the subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and the notification bell to get notified when I upload a new video. I will see you soon. Stay loved, stay beautiful, and bye for now. Mwah.